And it looked like Chennedy Carter has finally broken her silence about this Caitlin Clark situation. Chennedy Carter just jumped out the window and justified an assault on Caitlin Clark.
The WNBA season is just weeks away. Every major free agent has found a team, except one, Chennedy Carter. Yes, the same Chennedy Carter who became infamous for delivering that shoulder check to Caitlin Clark last June. While Caitlin Clark gears up for her sophomore season with her popularity skyrocketing, Carter's off the court, trying to justify her actions on streaming platforms. She's now claiming the hit was just basketball, just a harmless tap. But WNBA teams aren't buying it. Is this karma? Is it fair? Or is Chennedy Carter being made an example of for how players should, or shouldn't, treat the league's new superstar? Let's break it all down. From day one, Chennedy Carter has danced around the Caitlin Clark incident. When she was first asked about it during a press conference, Carter bluntly said she had no comment on Clark, and she stuck to that stance for months. Until now. Chennedy Carter has finally broken her silence about the hit that might have ended her WNBA career. You remember the moment. Last June. A regular season game between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever, and the incident that would define Carter's future. After a scoring play, instead of heading back on defense, Carter veered across the court with one purpose, Caitlin Clark. The replay showed everything, Carter exchanging words, locking eyes with Clark, and then, boom, a hard, deliberate shoulder check that dropped the rookie to the hardwood. There was no basketball justification for the move. None. Initially, officials called it an away from the ball foul. But upon review, they immediately upgraded it to a flagrant foul. It was obvious. This wasn't a bump. This wasn't physical defense. It was a calculated hit. And let's talk about Caitlin Clark's response, because it spoke volumes. No complaints. No retaliation. She just got up, dusted herself off, and kept playing. A professional. Meanwhile, fans, commentators, and the basketball world erupted. What they saw wasn't competition, it was an ugly attempt to intimidate or harm. And that raises a much bigger question. What kind of message does that send to young girls watching, those dreaming of making it to the WNBA? How can the league demand to be taken seriously when one of its own acts like a middle school bully on the court? The sad part? This wasn't Carter's first strike. In 2021, while with the Atlanta Dream, she was suspended indefinitely for conduct detrimental to the team after a heated locker room confrontation. That incident alone raised questions about her professionalism and her ability to fit in with a team. Atlanta ultimately gave up and traded her to the Los Angeles Sparks. But timing is everything. The WNBA is booming right now, record-shattering attendance, viewership numbers through the roof, and a big part of that growth? Caitlin Clark. The league is protecting its momentum, promoting professionalism, elevating stars, and creating a mainstream product. In that environment, Carter's actions don't just look bad, they clash violently with everything the WNBA is trying to build. And when asked about the hit just moments after the game, Carter's answers didn't help her case. The exchange with reporters was curt, dismissive. No Caitlin Clark questions, she snapped. She denied saying anything. Denied hearing anything. Denied everything. But the video told the story. That hit wasn't a misunderstanding or a heat-of-the-moment foul. It was intentional. Malicious. Career-defining. Now, with training camps already underway and Carter unsigned, she's scrambling to rewrite the narrative. In a recent interview with streamer Neon, she attempted damage control, and the results left fans stunned. She claimed she might have been elbowed on a previous play. She mentioned smack talk. She said there might have been a yell in her face. Then, after scoring, she claims she just gave Clark a little tap, a subtle, I'm here, moment, not to harm her, just to make her presence known. That's the spin. She even compared it to an old NBA clip where Jeff Teague pushed LeBron James out of bounds. But here's the difference, we saw the footage. And Carter didn't give Clark a tap. She veered toward her with full intent and drove that shoulder in. You can't frame that as normal basketball contact. It wasn't. Her attempt to reshape the narrative is as transparent as it is desperate. Suddenly she's claiming she was elbowed? Convenient. That excuse was never mentioned before, and it's been completely debunked. The video shows no provocation. No elbow. No taunting. Just Carter delivering a hit after the play was over. She continued, "It's not a personal thing, it's a competitive thing." She blamed the media. She blamed trolls. She insisted it spiraled out of control. She tried to downplay the force, saying it wasn't full contact and wasn't meant to hurt anyone. But come on, fans aren't blind. That wasn't some harmless bump. It was a targeted, deliberate blow. Her explanation doesn't match the replay, and basketball fans know it. And now? Carter is paying the price. With just days until WNBA teams finalize their rosters, she remains unsigned. April 27th, training camp has started. And Chennedy Carter is nowhere to be seen. Not because of politics. Not because of cancel culture. But because of Chennedy Carter. Because she crossed a line the league isn't willing to ignore. Basketball is competitive. It's physical. But it has boundaries. Unwritten rules. And Carter didn't just cross them, she obliterated them on national television. Now, instead of prepping for the season with her teammates, she's sitting on a live stream trying to rewrite the playbook on what everyone saw with their own eyes. But the damage is done. And the WNBA's silence on signing her speaks louder than any statement.